my name is Neil, welcome back to the Urban Explorer. This is Agnes, and we're going to do a bit of a tour around Agnes and show you just exactly what I've done to it and what has been done to it over the past 4 years. Also, I want to give a great big shout out to these guys, TubeBuddy. Thank you so much for giving me 12 months of legend, TubeBuddy, for answering so many questions on your stream. So, let's take a look at Agnes. So starting off on the outside, basically we done a full respray of Agnes. She was blue, but now she is this lovely shade of gunmetal grey. She also has a black stripe going down as well. We also fitted, we did have a couple of sets of wheels, but we found that the 17-inch Audi alloys just seem to be more durable and more sustainable for long journeys. The problem that you get on the British roads these days is that they're just not good enough for vans of this size and this weight as well. So what happens is the rim starts to bend and you have all sorts of problems with tyres. So we dropped it down to the 17s and we have got no problem, and we've had no problem since then. So also on the outside as well, we fitted two lovely stainless steel skirts on the very bottom of it as well. On the outside as well, we do have the 240 inlet. That is the extractor for the fridge. Tinted windows on the sides, and then moving around the front. We had the bonnet bar fitted, also a stone chip guard, which we found off a good friend of ours in Wales as well. Never seen one of these before until we seen another van. Then we fitted the bull bars, some lights and some extra fog lights on the bottom as well. One of the problems with the old T4s is that the lights on them are just not that good. You find when you're driving down country lanes, the normal lights on the T4s are just a little bit crap. So we added some bars on the top and we added some bar lights on the bottom as well, which have come in really handy. We fitted LED lights in the back just to save the bulbs. Loads of storage in the back as well. Also, this is where the shower controller is. So another thing we fitted to the van was a solar panel, which is great. It comes and it's dead easy. It's literally one solar panel which is on the roof. And then you get this boy. This is your solar panel controller. The solar panel plugs in there. These two go to your battery, and then these two go to wherever you want. We use it for a light, which is really handy for when you are doing things of a night time, or you're on site, or you're just somewhere where there's just no ambient light whatsoever. The display tells you what the charge is coming in. It's pretty shaded where I am right now, so we're only putting into the battery 12.1 volts, but it goes up to about 14 volts, 13.8, 14 volts when it's really sunny, and it just boosts the battery and it keeps you off grid, and it keeps the battery inside the van, the leisure battery, it keeps it really good. We fitted this section in the top as well, which was just room above the bed where there was nothing going on, so we needed some extra storage, so we fitted that. Plenty of storage under the bed and plenty of storage in the back panel as well. You can get into the back cupboards from there, which is full of all sorts of junk. Tow roads, jump cables, all sorts of electric cables, whatever cable we need is all stored in there, as well as a small fan. So on the rear of the van we fitted curtains, just because of a night time you just want a bit of privacy. So the privacy curtains on these also keep the light out, they keep the heat in, and they also keep the cold out as well. There's the shower. Dropping the boot down. There's the back of it. We did fit a camera onto the back as well because the windows are blacked out. It just helps in reversing. And my favourite part about the back is some of my fellow YouTubers' stickers, which is great. So I say we painted the whole van in a paint called Raptor. I'm going to be doing a full video on the Raptor paint in the next coming weeks, but it's just a paint that is durable. It's quite rough to the feel. The good thing about it is you don't need to polish it. So this is the inside of Agnes. Obviously we've got a television, we have a sink, 2 burners, The sink water is just connected up to a tank that is in this compartment here with everything else. Pots, pans, kettle, you name it. Everything you need to cook with is in there. The water container is in there. The battery is underneath as well. The leisure battery is underneath, right next to the fridge. Fridge is a good size. And we do like to collect things from places that we've been as well. So the fridge is a good size. A couple of days worth of food in there, no problem whatsoever. And then the good thing about these cooktops as well is that you can just put them down and you've got extra room on top. Also, the two chairs in the front are full swivels as well. I did get these out of Galaxies, Ford Galaxies. Great chairs, come with the swivel base, so it saved a lot of time, a lot of effort. All I had to do was on the underneath, I just had to weld a couple of brackets up on the bottom, just so the chair would fit. Otherwise, they were too low. You needed the chairs stepping up by about 4 inches, 5 inches, and they were the perfect height for driving. Going into the cockpit, well, the cockpit's pretty simple. Obviously, your clocks, center console. One thing we have done, and we did do, is we fitted a nice LCD screen in the middle. It's a radio, it's whatever you want. It's a media player, sat nav, everything else. That, only cheap, cost about £200 on eBay, I think. Nothing special, but it just gets the job done. So there's the storage up at the back. It's just a nice, simple, easy cupboard that we can get in there, and we can fill it with noodles, we can fill it with all sorts of just easy, nice, quick food, pot noodles, pasta packets, things like that. It just gives you that little bit of extra space because there's not much space. You do have the wardrobe in there, which tends to get full of all sorts, clothes, you name it. Underneath the bed, is just full of all sorts of junk. We've got tripods, we've got sleeping bags, we've got covers, we've got tools, we've got all sorts of clothing. There's the table that connects to the front. The underbed storage in this van is absolutely brilliant. We get tons of stuff under there. Obviously, we've got a couple of speakers fitted in the front as well, which are connected up to the stereo, but the majority of our stuff does go under the bed, or it does go in the cupboards to the left as well. Obviously, we've got a television DVD fitted as well, and we've got plenty of lights which are there for when you're cooking over night time. You got these over here. Also, we have 2 lights above the door, which will come on when the door's open, but obviously to save electricity, I put them on a switch, so if the door's open and you don't want the lights on, you can just leave them off, but that will activate whether the front doors are opened or the side doors are opened as well. Another thing people always ask me as well is, what are the white bars in the van? Well, they are LEDs. Just simple LEDs in a protective housing, and it just diffuses the light, so over night time they're not too intrusive, and you can have any colour you want: red, green, blue, orange, purple, or if you want, you can have a bit of a disco. But the lights are just an easy fix. They're dead simple and they give off tons of light. LED is the perfect thing to have when you are doing a van build, because it's low in voltage and it gives off so much light. Also, you can dim the lights down as well to give you just the right amount of light that you need. And of course, having these on is just a bonus. Inside there, that is just basically a channel that the LED lights sit inside of, and I say it just makes it all look pretty, it all looks tidy, and again, they're only cheap. Links for those are in the description below, as well as LEDs, the same LEDs that I use to go all the way around the inside of the van. Also, another feature that we fitted to the van was a pop-top roof. Nice and simple, clamps down in the front, and it's not too intrusive on the top as well. So let's get the roof up and you can have a look inside. So as you can see with the roof up, it gives you plenty of space. It means that you can stand up in the van, and it gives you plenty of room in the van to do things, to move around, to get changed, to cook, to do whatever you want. Also, this top section, that just clips down. The front comes forwards. And then you have another bed on top for somebody else to stay, if need be. Also, we did fit LEDs down the sides, just so of a night time, when somebody is in the top, it just means that there's a little bit of light upstairs, because you think, once you close this off, this is blacked out, they're blacked out, you can't see nothing up above. So a little bit of LED light just down the side channels, just on the little switch there. So the roof, we buys the roof off eBay. It cost us, I think it was £800. It came about 2 weeks later. Now, we had never undergone fitting the roof to a van before, much like probably nobody here has. We didn't know what it entailed. We didn't know how difficult it was. We didn't know what obstacles we'd come across, and we didn't know whether we could do the job. We knew we'd get the roof on, but we didn't know whether it'd be a good job or not. We just hoped. The guy came out, he delivered the roof. He delivered these side parts and the front parts, which are basically just made out of plastic, hard plastic. They are all moulded to shape, several bits of bars and strengthening bars, and a massive bag of nuts and bolts and screws and all other bits and bobs. So as he's leaving, I said to him, is there no instructions? Does this not come with a manual? Is there no instructions to fit it? So he goes, 1 minute, goes to his car or his van. He says 1 minute, goes to his van, comes back with a Sharpie pen. Yes, one Sharpie pen. Climbs on the roof of my van, draws 4 X's in the 4 corners, climbs down off the van. He said, draw a line, back to front, left to right, cut it out. Job's a good one. See you later. And that was it. He was gone. So, me and my dad climbs on the roof the next day, draws the lines, gets the jigsaw out, cuts a big hole in it. And then it all kind of just made sense. The strengthening bars went in the places where you would expect a strengthening bar to go. The front strengthening bar, it just kind of went in the place where a front strengthening bar should go. The cowling round the sides, it needed cutting down, it needed covered in Veltrim, but that was quite explanatory as well. Dead easy. The roof basically come down from the side. There were plastic strips that you rolled the roof on and then screwed it down from the inside onto the roof of the van. And then you just went around the outside with a silicone gun. And that was it. It just seemed to work perfectly. It wasn't hard. There was at no point when we were fitting the roof did we think, we're going to be a bit stuck here. We went a little bit OTT with nuts and bolts and screws and strengthening, but that's just a personal opinion. That's just me. I wanted to weld the strengthening bar to the actual original strengthening bars in the van. Just a couple of tack welds here and there, but you don't need to do that because they're bolted anyway. And it was just quite simple. Like every job we've done in the van, like I said, I am not a trained mechanic. I'm not a van fitter. I've never undertaken anything like this before. So for me to come and do something like this, yeah, you do need a certain level of self-belief, and you've got to be kind of one of them people that I go, well, you know, I am going to do this. Not, can I do this? I am going to do this. It's pretty simple. There's loads of tutorials online. There's loads of stuff that you can do online. Even building these cabinets, even putting the sink in, wiring up, putting anything is just so simple. There's enough people out there that have done it. There's enough help and advice, and the Vanlife community are one of them communities that everybody sort of rallies together. If you ask another person who's got a van, how did you do that? They tell you. It's not some sort of secret information that no one wants to give out. They're actually forthcoming, and 9 times out of 10, the guy or the girl or whoever it is will actually lend you a hand. They'll lend you tools. They'll do things with you. They'll chip in. They'll just get the job done with you if you are a little bit unsure. So that is the good thing I love about van life. That's a good thing I like going away for weeks and days in the van, is that you meet so many different people who have done the same things, and everybody comes up with another idea. Everybody has some other idea to give on to you, to pass on to you, and you also in return you get ideas. I mean, the amount of people that I've seen the shower in the van and thought, that is just magic, I'm going to fit that to mine. It's just unbelievable. So extending the bed on the van is nice and easy, and it's pretty simple as well. Of a daytime, it's literally like that. It's 2 seats and you can sit there and have your dinner, but of a night time you convert it to a bed, and luckily for us we do have a model to convert the bed for us. Say hello, James.
Hello.
So basically you pull your straps forwards as far as you can go, your seat belts, the bed lifts up, pulls all the way forwards, and there you go, you have a bed. And if James wants to get on the bed, he can model it for us as well. Just got to be careful he doesn't go asleep. Is the bed comfy?
It is.
You're not going to go asleep, are you?
No.
No. Also, one of the other things we fitted in the van was a voltage meter. That just basically tells us what power is in the actual leisure battery. Like I said before, the leisure battery sits down there, and there is a fuse box at the back with the triple charger as well. Triple charger's there, and that is another video. The triple charger basically just allows the leisure battery, which is in there, to be charged up by the alternator when the van is running. When it's stopped, it doesn't get charged, but when the alternator's on, it comes through to the triple charger and then it goes down into the battery. Also, we've got solar panel, like I said. Currently right now, the van battery has got 13.4 volts in it, which is good for, you know, a night or so with lights and stuff like that. So like I've said, doing stuff on your van is nice and simple. If you do have any questions, type it in the comment section below. There's not much I don't know about these vans. I am a self-confessed expert on these vans. Whether it comes to converting stuff, just ask in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a thumbs up as well. Get involved in van communities. If you have a local van community by you, go and ask them questions. Go and see the people who've done the vans up. They will, with no shadow of a doubt, give you as much advice as you want. They will help you along the way, as this channel will as well. Like I said, subscribe. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And until then, get yourself building, and whatever you do, do it well.